have to discuss boys' names, period, because we're having a giggle.
Okay. Theodora.
I like Theodora. That's sweet.
Yeah?
Oh, I love that name.
Hey, Roger, we're talking kids' names. Has Leanne picked any names out yet? I mean, we need all that we can get. We don't want to double up.
Yeah, Oscar for the boy, Lorena for the girl.
I like Lee, but better. I like it better.
Don't get me started.
I like those names.
Hey, Cappy wants to see us downtown. Let's go. Trish will be right down. Have fun shopping for the baby.
Bye-bye, honey.
Yeah. Hey, who had the sleepover?
We just aired out the camping gear. We out of here.
Wow, something smells good in here.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, Trish has food on the stove. We out of here.
That smells like Chinese food, doesn't it, honey?
Chinese? Oh, yeah, she's in the Chinese cooking.
She's cooking something that smells good.
No, just not that. No, just hold it, please, Lorna. Please. There's a Chinese person in the kitchen.
I saw him.
Yeah, a couple of Chinese people. Actually, a whole family. Lawrence family.
Hey, oh!
Oh, hey guys. Hello.
That smelled good in here.
That's great.
Right.
They were having life.
Oh, they were?
I went down this guy's.
Yeah, I know you. So you brought him home.
I took 2 trips. Yeah.
Really?
2 trips.
Yeah. That's King over there with his grandfather, Home. He's head of the family. He speaks pretty good English, eh? Hey, Home, this is my partner, Martin Riggs, and this is Lorna.
Wife?
No.
Hey, Anna, come on, this is the best breakfast you'll ever have. I would love
You're fine. This is illegal. That's against the law.
Okay.
You have any idea the shitstorm you bring us out here?
Just hold on, Rick. Just wait a freaking minute. The way I see it, there's a slave ships out there. And I'm freeing slaves. Like no one did for my ancestors, okay? This is my chance to do something and do it right.
Oh. Why didn't you say so? I mean, this is not going to be boring. Need help? Okay.
Hey, Daddy.
What is it this time? Food or money?
Food and money.
More money than food. I see more of you two now than I did when you lived here.
Yeah, we're independent now.
Okay, with the money. Okay, what are you gonna spend it for?
Hookers, drugs.
Contraceptives.
OJ's defense
You
fund.
didn't talk to the father like
That's
this?
better than parole officer.
Well, I can't afford to go to school now.
Yeah, I know you talk to orders. I get the tuition bill and the grades too. Okay, consider this a down payment on a future ass children. Okay, now get out of here. Get out of here. I want to see some grades. I want to see some grades. I see the tuition. I want to see some grades. Okay? I want more plug for my buck. Okay? Thank you. Boy, I'm tired.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Cyberland coming back to you with another film review, and this time we're moving on to last of the entry of the Lethal Weapon series. Lethal Weapon 4. So, again, now it's coming full circle. I never saw the Lethal Weapons in order, so I saw 4 first. I don't even know why either. I just didn't. Anyway, how do we start with this one? This one, I saw it in 2 locations. One was somebody had Sail the High Seas when I saw it. I was young. And then I saw it, I think, VHS. That's for people. That was a tape cassette. before it was Blu-ray, before it was DVD. I don't remember. Point is, love the Lethal Weapon films, bought them and watch them all the time. And this film is pretty much where I'd say it's been a couple years, maybe 4, maybe 5. I don't say it's not right after 3. Because as you can see, Riggs has put on a little bit of weight. His hair's cut. Murtaugh is a lot less inclined to move around. He's about to be a grandfather. His oldest daughter is pregnant. On top of that, Riggs is about to be a parent. Don't know if it's a boy or girl yet, but he's about to be a parent. Lorna, his girlfriend, Renee Russo, who returns, she's pregnant. And this film has two things going on. And I'll get to Richard Donner in a minute, but there's something I got to talk to you about him too. So, the one thing is this one's about smuggling. I think Richard Donner did a very good job with incorporating a real life incident. There has been in the past, at some point it's been going on where there's been smuggling of different people into different countries. And in this film it's about the smuggling of Chinese immigrants into the country, but at the same time not doing it the legal route and utilizing them for slave work. And if they don't pay up, they kill them. And apparently the triads are involved with this in the film. I don't know about real life. Let me clarify, that's in the film. And the one in charge of the triads, at least for right now, is the great Jet Li. Amazing. And this was actually the first time I saw Jet Li in action. So for some people, it was Once Upon a Time in China. It might have been films after this. For me, personally, it was the first time I saw Jet Li. And besides, before Jet Li, I knew Jackie Chan. And, of course, the legend, Bruce Lee. But this was the first time I saw somebody else. And then, of course, I think, even though Bruce and Jackie did a lot to incorporate their style into this country, I think once Jet Li came in, you start to see more of it becoming common. I don't know, maybe it was this film, I don't know. I know Jackie did a lot too, but I think... to me, it felt like once Jet Li did this film and it was a huge hit, I think they started bringing in more people or trying to get more what's that movie? Not moviegoers, but actors that happen to know martial arts, like Donnie Yen and I forget his name. He's on Bak, I believe it's called. But anyway, I think Tony Jaa, I think that's his name. But you get more and more people in. Anyway, so the film has those two elements. It has that element, but then the other element is really with Riggs coming full circle into terms with the fact that he has to move on. Certain elements that happen in the other Lethal Weapon films is the reason why his wife died, and he feels that being married to Lorna, he's not ready to where he can go through that again. But then at the same time, it's that conscience telling him like he should just stay a widow because of what happened and not remarry. Like, is he doing a disservice to his wife? So we have that element going on. And then also coming to terms with, that they're older. I felt that was really good. One thing I really liked about Richard Donner, what he did with these films, is he paid attention to his work. Like, he paid attention to his story. And there wasn't really anything with these films where, oh, you forgot this or that. That's why I feel like Lethal Weapon is a big... It's one big story. It just has chapters because he really paid attention to detail and not forget something or not do something or hey, that's not what happened, or hey, he didn't forget what he was writing, or he made sure things came cohesively, whether it was with the actors talking with them or the screenwriter, but everything was cohesive. and it moved forward. Now, you could say if you like Lethal Weapon 1 better than your favorite Lethal Weapon, whatever. To me, I like them all the same. I don't have my favorite. It's one big story. And with this one, I felt when they did Lethal Weapon 4, the way it ended with the credits and the final cut, I felt they left to where we're done. Like, we don't have to make any more. And it felt good. Like, it felt full. Like, when I watch these films, I always feel like Lethal Weapon 4 did a great job of closing it up to say, it's not that they don't want to make more, it's just they don't have to. If they don't want to. I felt like everybody came full circle. Murtaugh is okay. Like, I'm not saying Murtaugh and Riggs are going to retire. They very well could. But what it told me is that if Murtaugh retires now, Riggs is okay. And I wouldn't see Riggs being on the street anymore if Murtaugh retired. It wouldn't be fun for him. I'd see him just taking a desk job. That's what I think would happen if he stayed as a cop. Or they stay on until they finally retire together, or it's one of those options. Or Murtaugh just stays on until it's either Murtaugh retires and Riggs stays on, or they both retire together. I wouldn't see Riggs retire and Murtaugh staying on. No. And it was good. Everybody came back. Joe Pesci was great, and Joe Pesci, I think that came full circle too with the relationship with Murtaugh and Riggs with him. I love that scene too in the film because it showed that, again, the great Richard Donner paying attention, but it also showed that regardless of the relationship they've had in the past, even though they mess with him at times, they genuinely do care about his well-being, and he knows that, and he accepts it for what it is. And then also the relationship between Riggs and Murtaugh, them coming full circle with everything towards the end. Not that they had a problem, but then also him and Lorna coming full circle with their relationship too. So it was a great film. Loved it. I will say now moving forward. My review for the film, I give it a 4.5 out of 5 because again, 1 and 2 are darker, and then 3 or 4 are more lighthearted. Action and comedy was good, and Chris Rock was cool. He had his moments, so he was a great addition to the film. Now, this is now, where do we go with this? So, a couple weeks ago, it might have been a month ago, at least when I'm recording this, Richard Donner passed away. And he had been working on a film called Lethal Finale. It was going to be the final Lethal Weapon film. And at this point, everybody was on board to do it. I don't know, outside of Mel Gibson and Danny Glover, were any of the other actors going to return. I think they probably could have, but then I also heard at one point we say, no, we're going to go back to just having it just them and everybody else has a cameo. I don't know. At this point, we were, us as fans, I'm for it. I think another film could be great, but at the same time, Richard Donner not being there, will it work? I feel like if you're gonna do it, you need to have somebody from the cast direct it. And something Corey Feldman said, I read an article saying he was saying Mel Gibson should direct, and I think he should. I think in order to make this work, you have to have somebody who was there from the very beginning for it to work, because they understand they understand all the characters, they understand how to make this work. I don't think it would work if you bring somebody in who's foreign to it at this point. It's almost like it's a family thing. You have to have somebody who's family to carry it and to finish it out if we're going to make another Lethal Weapon. Now here's the thing. If we make another Lethal Weapon, cool. That's great. If we don't, that's okay too. The way I see it, the way it ended great. You have an option to where you can keep going or you can stop, and that's one way to look at it. You have an option. It doesn't have to happen, but if it happens, it'll be great. I think it'll be good. So with that being said, I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.